And tonight is super personal to me because dance is something that I love, and that's how I got into all of this. And dance has brought me joy, energy, and a lifetime of purpose, really. We're all movers and we're all dancers. Dance is not just about how it looks, it's about how it feels. And we're all dancers, whether you think you can dance or not. And when we allow ourselves to feel that joy, that's when healing begins.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible women that are here with us tonight. First, I want you to meet Pat Ball. Really special, totally full circle for me, because Pat was my dance teacher many years ago. Really amazing to me. I mean, I was just a pup.
You got younger too. Like, never mind. You got younger. What's the big thing?
I'm happy to say how many years ago it was. It was a long time ago. And her class, I went to her Afro-Haitian dance class every Saturday. I was working in advertising at the time, and that was my release. And I've been a dancer before, but that was my religion, really. I went every Saturday. She had about 10 drummers, and Pam was one of them there. And it was just an amazing experience. And what's amazing is that we both got into Dance for PD. And I discovered that Pat was doing that over 10 years ago when I went to volunteer at Juilliard with Dance for PD. She was the teacher. So I don't know why it took me so long to bring you here, but I'm very happy I'm here now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about Pat. She's an internationally recognized dancer, choreographer, and teacher whose work spans African, Caribbean, and contemporary dance. She has performed at some of the most prestigious venues, including Carnegie Hall, the Joyce Theater, and the Brooklyn Academy of Music, and she teaches at NYU, Tisch School for the Arts, and has shared her work across the world. But what makes Pat so extraordinary is how she uses dance as a tool for healing, expression, and connection, which you will feel tonight. She's worked with a diverse population and as a therapeutic recreation specialist in hospitals, nursing homes, daycare centers, schools, and thankfully you're here with us.
Thank you.
Hello, Pat is her wonderful musician who has been working with Pat for many, many years, and I'm glad.
Thank you.
Great morning. I was.
Said it.
So, I next want to introduce you to Dr. Anna HOHLER.
Yes, it is.
Our newest friend on the block. We're incredibly fortunate to have her right here in our neighborhood, in our region, because she is now a neurologist, researcher, and educator. She's the director of neurology for Northwell Health's Westchester region. And this is a new role. She's just came here a month ago. She'll lead and enhance comprehensive neurology services to the two Northwell hospitals, Northwell Westchester and also Phelps in Sleepy Hollow. And that means it's a half hour away from us, right across the bridge. And that means a lot to all of us. We're very blessed to have her here tonight to speak to us. And now I want to introduce our wonderful teacher, Cecilia Fontanesi, who has been our dance movement teacher for the last 6 years. We are so blessed to have her. She's committed this woman travels constantly Italy, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and she's wanted as a teacher everywhere. And she shows up and teaches our 9:30 Friday class for the last 6 years. So we're very grateful. She holds a PhD in neuroscience from CUNY Graduate Center and has over a decade of experience developing, teaching, and researching dance-based programs. Cecilia teaches internationally at institutions including, Codarts? Codarts University for the Arts in Rotterdam, a dance therapy school in Basel, and a ballet Canadian in Montreal, and collaborates with clinical and community-based initiatives across the U.S. Her research includes the publication of Beauty That Moves, exploring the relationship between movement, perception, and well-being. She's an amazing dancer, and she starred in our music video that we did just here a couple of years ago, which you should all look at on our website because it is beautiful. All embedded to the original music, and Chi danced in it, and we had some other dancers too. So I want to welcome you to our wonderful women here who are with us tonight to teach with connection, creativity, and joy. I'm so grateful, Chi, to bring you these powerful women, and let's have some fun. Okay? Joy and joy healing. So let's remember that. That's what's healing.
Wow.
Oh, Dr. Holler. Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused. Dr. Holler. I'm going to have you speak.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Susan. It's an honor to be here tonight. I'm so pleased to meet all of you. I want to give a special thank you also to my parents who are here from Connecticut.
Aww. Could you please tell them that my mother's here too?
And Susan. So we're thrilled. Susan and I are very excited to collaborate tonight. And when Susan reached out to me to talk to me about the extensive work that's being done here, I was so happy to be able to participate. I have been working in movement disorders now for over 20 years, and that is after what seems like 20 years of education. So I'm actually very old, but I recommend Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. So I'm so happy to be here today. In my work with Parkinson's patients, I have worked in terms of medication, surgical therapies, but always at the core of everything that I do is exercise and physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, but dance and music have been two things that have been core to my prescriptions for my patients. And I'll tell you why that is. First of all, in terms of Parkinson's disease in general, we think about the chemical changes that are happening in the brain. So we know that dopamine is a neurotransmitter that's impacted by Parkinson's disease. We also know that serotonin, which impacts mood, is also impacted by Parkinson's disease. And we have worked in collaboration on several research studies, one in particular, looking at music therapy in terms of mood for patients with Parkinson's disease. And what we found was that when people are dialed in to different, listening even to music, they have increased mood, they have improved a reduction of their anxiety, and they rate that they have higher quality of life as well. Now, what's interesting is people have different things that relax them in terms of their music. So I'm going to do a little poll here. Who likes classical music to relax them? Raise your hand. Okay. Who likes folk music to relax them? Okay. Who likes old-time rock and roll to relax them? And who likes other types of music, whether that be international music, whether that be other different flavors
You
of
forgot rhythm and blues.
rhythm and blues, of course, exactly. And for many of us, there are different types of music that help to put us in a good mood. So what we found in one of our research studies, that listening to music for 30 minutes a day, even just 30 minutes, had a positive impact on our patients. So I definitely encourage you all to do that. And you can even listen to different types of music and determine which ones give you that sense of wellness as well. It's a prescription for happiness and joy. Okay? In addition to that, music is very important in terms of movement. And we know that music as exercise is essential in terms of our flexibility, our strength, our endurance, but it also can help us with our rhythm. And in patients with Parkinson's disease, oftentimes the disease impacts their rhythm and impacts their ability to potentially keep a beat as well. And so music therapy can help to overcome those issues and can help to almost rewire the brain for better movement, not just when dancing, but also when walking and when carrying out our daily activities. So many of our patients, we recommend that they participate, all of them, in some type of dance therapy as well. And whether that be all different types of dance therapy can be helpful. So it can be modern type, it can be any type of dance, particularly those that involve flexibility, those that involve rhythm and steps to music. Those things can really make a big difference in terms of how we work with our disease process. And in fact, the only thing that has been shown to slow the course of Parkinson's disease is exercise, and dance being one of those types of exercise. So the more you dance, the better you do. So I recommend that you all find a wonderful dance collaboration that you can participate in. And this one is a fabulous program that you have set up on the ready already. So keep doing what you're doing. It's helping your mind. It's helping your body. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this beautiful introduction. I'm really grateful and moved and inspired by the fact that the more and more people in the world are able to speak the words you just heard. It's so important. Dance is such an unrecognized, often profession. Although it's here, it has been with us through the centuries, throughout human history. It's undervalued, and so to be recognized as a source of healing and life, it's paramount. So I'm very moved. And in addition to the words you already said, and some of the people here are people I see once a week on Friday mornings. Let's sort of set up the weekend together. And I want to mention two things that I learned from the people I have been working with for a number of years. One thing is, in my own research, I was curious about the experience of beauty. Because art, when we are engaged in art, there's something called an aesthetic experience, the experience of beauty. And so one question is, what is beauty? Is beauty something that belongs to an object? Let's say this is a beautiful chair, or a person, it's a beautiful person. And or is it something that belongs to a character of relationship? Like the way I look at this chair, if I call that beauty, it means that I look at this chair with a sense of engagement and care and value. And so in that sense, dance and music and art are able to tap in what we experience as beautiful, including ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So if possible, the experience of feeling beautiful, which has nothing to do with standards or measures. It is a relationship we can have toward ourselves, which is like seeing ourselves as blooming and looking to ourselves with a sense of care and a sense of valuing ourselves. And that's one thing. And I personally studied, because I was intrigued by this thing about feeling beautiful. And I studied whether feeling beautiful is in and of itself a thing, or if it makes us feel better, function better. And that seems to be the case. And this is for dancers, for athletes. Have you ever seen anybody who shows up at the Olympic Games thinking like they're going to lose? They show up thinking or perceiving themselves as in the possibility of expressing their highest self. And that may, if you are in the potential for that, you may tap into that. But you have to perceive yourself that way. That's one thing. And the second thing that I learned, I was once told that it's very a challenge that one could experience is also to wake up day after day with a sense of loss, that there may be a gradual loss in that accompanies us through the experience. And I was told the only the only medicine to that, the only thing that counters that sense of loss is to generate, to create. So if I am, or if we are creative or generative, that is something we add to the now and to the life we are experiencing and embodying, and it's not something less. So you wake up that day and you add something to what you were yesterday. And that's the experience of creativity. It's the experience of expression. It's the experience of finding that gesture that adds to what you were. And you may discover in dance therapy, there's one of the theorists of dance therapy, Sharon Chaiklin. She used to be one of the first presidents of the American Dance Therapy Association. She says that through the authentic expression that dance makes possible, closed off parts of who we are can find a channel. Mm-hmm. And with that, I'm going to pass the mic.
You need to start dancing.
Yeah, we are going to say we're dancing because that's what I do. I would like to first of all thank you so very much for having me, and thank you for this amazing organization and what you're doing. Really, dance certainly has saved my life in many, many ways, and I feel like it's my responsibility to share that with other people, that it can make really a change in how you feel about yourself, how you view things that are going on in life. So that's what we're going to do today. Look at the beauty I'm looking at the beauty around me in this space. The beauty, and it's not just outside, it's showing through each and every one of you. To get up every day and to say, I'm going to make it through this day is a beautiful thing, and I honor that and respect that. So thank you all. And with that, having said that, I'm going to introduce the drummer who's working together. So we're going to do a dance that's about beauty. But before we do that, I'd like to do a little warm-up exercise. Not so little. It's a long warm-up exercise, but just to get us into the mood and into the feeling of our bodies. All right?
Should we,